Simon Henry Adolph, Count of Lippe-Detmold, was a ruler of the county of Lippe. Life. He was the son of Frederick Adolphus, Count of Lippe-Detmold, and his wife Johanna Elizabeth of Nassau-Dillenburg. His 5 siblings all died young. Of his 7 step-siblings, only 3 sisters lived into adulthood. Amalia 1701–1754, Abbess of Capel Abbey in Lippstadt and St. Mary's Abbey in Lemgo. Franziska 1704–1733, married to Count Frederick Charles of Bentheim-Steinfurt. Friedrich Adolphine 1711–1769, married to Count Frederick Alexander of Detmold. His grand tour under the supervision of the Lord Chamberlain in 1710 took him to the University of Utrecht and to the courts of England and France. During the Austro-Turkish War of 1716–1718, he took part in the campaign of Prince Eugene of Savoy in Hungary and Belgrade, and later returned via Vienna to Detmold, where he took up government 1718. Simon Henry Adolph is famous for the fact that in 1720 Emperor Charles VI offered to raise him to imperial prince for a mere 4,400 thalers, but Simon Henry Adolph found himself unable to raise the money. A chronic shortage of money forced him to sell the Dutch lordships of Vernon and Amide in 1725, and to pledge Sternberg Castle to the electorate of Brunswick-Luneburg in 1733. Historians judge that he loved pomp and circumstance as much as his father did. Although he was constantly in financial difficulties, he wasted money on parties as if he had an inexhaustible source of money. Also an expert on Lippe history says 200 years later, Mayor Moller of Lippstadt voiced quite a different opinion on 1784, praising Simon Henry Adolph for improving the state of the principality's economy and eradicating the high debt, some of which were caused by the 30 Years' War and some by his charitable generosity, and some by his providing care and a suitable education to all branches of his family, not by taxation and oppression of his subjects, but by borrowing and selling off his Dutch possessions in 1725, and by mortgaging Sternberg in 1733. According to Moller, Simon Henry Adolph brought balance to the state's financial situation with his frugal policies, and he used extraordinary care to ensure the welfare of his country, vigorously promoted religion, morality, justice and prosperity for all his subjects. Marriage and issue. On 16 October 1719, Simon Henry Adolph married Johanna Wilhelmina, daughter of Prince George August of Nassau-Idstein. Of her 11 children, 4 died young and 3 daughters remained unmarried. Charles August, Charles Frederick Simon, Simon August, Count of Lippe-Detmold, born the 12th of June 1727 in Detmold, died the 1st of May 1782 in Detmold. Frederick Adolph. Louis Henry Adolph married firstly in 1767 Anna of Hesse-Philippsthal-Barchfeld, daughter of Landgrave William of Hesse-Philippsthal-Barchfeld. Married secondly in 1786 with Louise of Eisenberg-Budding in Berstein. Emil George August William Ernest Albert married in 1773 Countess Wilhelmina of Trotha, Elizabeth Henriette Amalia Abbess of Capel Abbey in Lippstadt and St. Mary's Abbey in Lemgard, 1751. Louise Friedrich Henriette August married on 19 June 1745 Duke Frederick of Schleswig-Holstein-Glucksburg, grandson of Christian, Duke of Saxe-Eisenberg. Charlotte Clementine Abbess